Hi everyone, welcome to the first lesson of the chemistry unit of Science 10. Now this is an interesting lesson because I need to talk about some safety features in regards to working in a lab, and because this is an online enhanced learning course, you may not be working in a lab. Perhaps in your situation that's not the case, but I guess we'll see how this works out. Now, the majority of this information can be found in your textbook, and I don't want to go over this too much, but there are two main concepts that I just need you to be aware of, and I'm going to assume, whether you remember it or not, you probably have covered this material in earlier courses. The two things here that we're talking about today are going to be A-WHMIS and MSDS. If you wanted to follow along, I know I have it in the workspace, but also we're on this topic per se would start on page 7 of the textbook. If you're looking at A-WHMIS directly, you would be on page 8. And what A-WHMIS is an acronym. It stands for the Workplace Hazardous Materials Information System. Now, of course, you have your 8 symbols, and each of them means something different. You'll find these on many different household products, industrial products. I think the main thing to know here is, well, why is A-WHMIS used at all? And the reason that A-WHMIS is used at all is because it's universal. It doesn't matter what language you speak, what you read, what you write. These symbols are going to be the same across every language. So if someone were to come across this symbol right here, a person will know that that's going to be a poisonous and infectious material, and that's going to be across every language. So it's a great system to have in place to put on dangerous products. And of course, in your own life, you can think of where you've seen these. And of course, if you or someone you know works in an industry, a lot of dangerous chemicals are out there, and it's important to be able to communicate the potential dangers that can arise. So what I would ask that you know here is I'd like you to be aware of what the A-WHMIS symbols are and what they each stand for. In other words, if someone were to show you this symbol, you must be able to recognize that that is a compressed gas, okay, and so on and so forth. And if you want, go ahead and at home see what you can find, or take a look in your school, or ask other people what they work with on a daily basis. So please know what A-WHMIS stands for, why it's important, and be aware of what each of the 8 symbols mean. The next thing that I wanted to go over was the MSDS, or in other words known as material safety data sheets. Now this is a regulation. These have to be in place. So if in Canada, manufacturers of all hazardous products used in workplaces, including schools, must provide information sheets about their products. So essentially this should be available wherever, let's just say, hazardous products are used. So again, school, workplaces, etc., etc. And what can you find on here? Essentially, it's a quick look at some of the precautions and dangers associated with different materials. So if you look right here, this product is Lemon Fresh Pine Sol Multi-Surface Cleaner. And kind of in a quick glance here, you can see some of the important pieces of information and important precautions to take when using this product. And of course, what this page has will change vastly on a chemical you're using. So if we're looking at this Pine Sol, let's see here. It's an eye irritant. No medical conditions are known. First aid, eye contact. Look at that. You don't have to look far. If someone were to get this in their eyes, it kind of tells you this is the direction you should take. If you ingest it, drink a glass full of water, call a doctor. If it touches your skin, what should you do? This is great. It's almost like a one-stop shop for kind of what to do if you encounter this material and something goes wrong. So please just know what MSDS stands for and kind of understand the general purpose of what an MSDS data sheet does. Now, of course, my video here this is a very brief video, but I do want you to be aware of, in the textbook, there is more information to be had. I'd like you to be aware of it. I just wanted to go over the 2 main properties here, or 2 main concepts, which were A-WHMIS and MSDS, and we'll move on from there.